In this video, we're going to take a look at inserting a table of contents in a document. If you want to do a table of contents, well, of course, you can always do it yourself, but that's a lot of work, and your page numbers may get messed up if later on you decide to insert or delete some text. So the way to do a table of contents is to have Word do the work for you. And Word will do the work for you if you use the heading styles that are on the Home tab. So if something is heading 1, that's considered an important section of your document. If something is labeled heading 2, then that is of less importance than heading 1. And you've also got heading 3 and 4, and I'm not sure how far down it goes, but you can put quite a few headings in here. If you look at this document, actually let's look at it by going to our View tab up here and looking at it in Outline View. And in Outline View, I'm going to I just want to show level 1, which would be the heading 1s. So those are the heading 1s. If I ask it to show level 2, there's no change. The only headings in this document are the chapter headings numbered 1 through 24 here. So let's close the Outline View. And just to make it a little more interesting, I'm going to go in here and in chapter 1, I'm going to find a place here, and I'm just going to put in a fake level 2 heading. So I'll just put part 1. And I'm going to format it as heading 2. I'm going to go down. Well, that's kind of a short chapter, isn't it? Go down here, and we're going to insert part 2. And that's also going to be heading 2. And notice when I click on heading 2 that heading 3 pops up. If I were to click on heading 3, heading 4 would pop up. So as long as you keep on going further levels down in the hierarchy here, it will continue to add up to a certain point. So now if I go back to my View tab, and if I go to my Outline View, now it shows that I have these 2 subordinate items under Chapter 1. If I change this back to level 1, they go away. So these would be part of my table of contents as well, or they could be part of my table of contents. So let's close this. So now we're back to our normal view, and let's go to our References tab up here at the top. So let's go to our Table of Contents button over here. This is the button we would use to insert the Table of Contents, but I don't want it inserted right here, so I'm going to scroll up a ways here. And I did leave some space that said Insert Table of Contents here, so I want to get rid of that, but leave the cursor there, and then go to Table of Contents, and they're all basically the same here. It'll do 3 levels by default. If you don't like that, you can go in here and you can customize it, but we'll just go with the default here. And it puts in a table of contents for us, and because we had some level 2 items, those are going to appear. Notice when you put the mouse over this, it turns gray, which indicates to you that you didn't type it. That is a field that Word put in for you. Another nice feature of doing this is if you go in here and let's go to, well, actually, let's just go to the very top of the document here. And where does it start now? Chapter 1 starts on page 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a couple more page breaks. Control Enter, Control Enter. So now it should start on page 5, and it does. So let's go back up now and take a look at our table of contents. And it hasn't changed. Okay, and there's a good reason for that. The reason is that it does not update this unless you tell it to. But fortunately, if you pause the mouse over this, this little pop-up shows up and it gives you the option to update the table. When I update it, this 3 over here should turn into a 5, and everything all the way down should be increased by 2. There we go. Page 5, page 6, and so on. So that's a huge advantage of having Word do your table of contents for you instead of trying to do it yourself.